What's poppin', family? It's your dog Art Man. We're back with another boxing conversation. My dude already got the needles in the chat. My dog is on that Osterine. I think about giving me some of that shit so I can take that shit before I go to the gym, so I can bulk up real quick. Hell yeah! Shout out to everybody in the chat already. My dude Jay, man, it's Monday, my favorite day of the week. You know, and I feel like talking boxing. I just left the gym, had me some good food. Had, what I'm saying? I'm ready to chop it up with the family, see what the fuck going on. But yeah, 2025, I'm ready for some good fights. Definitely ready for some good fights. I'm ready to see Bivol versus Better Beef 2. I've been waiting on that for a good minute because niggas been talking shit, man. Niggas been talking shit about my dude Bivol. And I don't like that shit. I've been seeing guys talk shit about my dude Bivol online, and I'm not a fan of that shit because now these guys are starting to have a little confidence and say things like, "Oh yeah, Better Beef whoop Bivol's ass," and saying all some bullshit. They trying to rewrite history on the kid. I had to tell dude just now, like, nah, hold on, don't get too excited and say Better Beef whoop Bivol's ass because that's not what the fuck happened. That's not what the fuck happened. It was a competitive fight, and it could have went the other way. And a lot of people were thinking that it was going to lean in the direction of Bivol after that performance. But this is boxing. They want rematches, so they gonna give it to guy Better Be. They gave it to him the first time, so in the rematch, we can see some fireworks. And I feel like this fight is gonna be better than the first, for sure. This one's gonna be better than the first because a lot of people underestimated. Well, I've been watching a lot of Biffle training videos lately. Dog's been working. He's been working. I seen a fucking video of this guy in the fucking snow, like putting the snow on him and then hopping in like a hot tub or some shit, like just trying to mentally prepare himself for war, you know? And a lot of people, they looking at Better Beef like, oh, well, he was injured, but now he's going to be fully healed. Like, nah, I don't know what y'all think this is. This ain't no video game, nigga. Just because he wasn't all the way healed then, don't mean he's gonna be all the way healed now. Ain't no telling what type of injuries he got. Ain't no type of injuries what he got that he has right now going into that fight. He know he don't want to turn that turkey bag down, so he gonna keep on. He gonna let the fight happen. Definitely. I think honestly, I feel like that's the best of Better Beef that we gonna see. And I know folks are saying, "Oh well, Better Beef did this in the past and all that." Nah, that brother getting old. He getting old, and the injuries they catching up to him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hurt worse this time. Because look, go back and reevaluate that fight. What was fucking him up the most was a simple 1-2 down the middle. 1-2 down the middle. Now, Bivol, 1-2 down the middle, step to the side, 1-2 down the middle, step to the side, left hook, uppercut. He might drop dude. He might drop him. He might drop Better Beef. Better Beef got a chin, but he's been dropped before, and he can get dropped again. And you can't say Bivol can't punch, because if Bivol couldn't punch, Better Beef would be trying to walk right through him, and he didn't. He didn't do that at all. He didn't do that at all. Straight up. Shout out to my dude Super Judah. Shout out to Chiquila Fields. Yeah, we just chopping it up on this boxing stuff, man. I'm gonna cook on that Ryan Garcia situation in a minute, but I just want to talk about some fights that I like this year, man. I like Better Be versus Bivol, Tyson Fury versus Usyk. I'm not gonna lie, I got a lot of fights that I want to name as my favorite fight this year. I like that Tyson Fury versus Usyk one. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good fight. Seeing Fury get flopped around the ring like that, it was entertaining. I like seeing that shit. Tyson Fury was fucking falling across the room, looking crazy as hell. I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, this is gonna be a long night." It was a good fight, man, and I like. I was just watching Daniel Dubois versus Joshua again with my dad. My dad, we used to sit there just laughing at that shit. At Joshua, funny as hell, looking at the crowd, talking about, "Yeah, I got this. I got this." He went in there, threw a monster right hand on Daniel Dubois, and then tried to walk down Dubois down and threw a fucking uppercut from fucking half of him. And nigga threw an uppercut from down there in the middle logo of the motherfucking ring. This nigga went, ah! It got caught with a fucking right hook and went into the ropes. He didn't get back up. I was like, ah, shit, Joshua. The big three is fucking done. Joshua, Wilder, Fury. And then Wilder, his ass gets spent around by fucking Zhang, man. That shit hurt my heart. It hurt my heart seeing that shit, but this is boxing. Shit happens, man. I don't know who told Wilder, and I don't know what if they team told him or he felt the confidence to go in there and fight a nigga like Zhang at this point in his career. It wasn't a good idea. And he got spent around, and that shit was embarrassing and it's sad. But this is boxing. Shit happens, man. If you're not prepared, there's no sympathy in this game. You got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And fighter of the year, in my opinion, really should be going to Daniel Dubois because he absolutely turned his career around in 1 year. Like they say, a lot can happen in 1 year. That man definitely, he turned his whole attitude, his whole career. He went in there and whooped on dudes. They thought didn't he have 3 fights this year? Or am I tweaking? Big Baby Miller, um, Big Baby Miller, what's that one nigga name he fought? I forgot that nigga name, but he whooped his ass. And a lot of people thought he was gonna lose that fight. But that's the fight I was really impressed of. I was more impressed in that fight than the Joshua fight. The fight with what's that nigga name he fought on the Saudi card? It was one dude, some Russian dude, but he beat dude ass, made him quit. Or made the doctor stop it because he busted dude eye up. Great fight, man. And I really feel like he's a fighter of the year in my opinion. The boys, yeah, I'm fucking with the boys for real, for real. I'm fucking with it. He turned it around. And that's what I love about boxing. And that's what makes me think like all this shit that y'all talking about, Haney. It won't mean nothing once niggas start winning again and start going on win streaks and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, it's all about boxing. You can prove niggas wrong by just hopping in the ring and doing your fucking job. It's that simple. Straight up. And prospect of the year, Abdullah Mason, for sure. For sure, because he showed a heart of a warrior. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to give black fighters the warrior fucking they don't like giving black fighters the motherfucking warrior award or the warrior narratives. They don't like pushing that for black fighters because in my opinion, Abdullah Mason, that was some warrior shit. Like he went in there and got hurt multiple times in a fucking fight fast, and he was able to quickly adjust and get dude out of there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people trying to talk shit, but it's like y'all can talk shit, but who you gonna put in there with him right now? You want to put the other prospects in there with him right now? You want to put Vargas' son in there with him and see what happens? Nah, exactly. Vargas' son talking about I'm prospect of the year, nigga. Nigga, what's up? Y'all can be a contender of the year if y'all fight each other right now. What's up? Said what a warrior. Yeah, they don't call us warriors. They don't call us warriors at all. But let niggas like Munguia get whooped. That nigga got whooped by some random ass nigga. I don't even know that nigga name right now. I can't even tell you who he is. If I probably seen that nigga at the motherfucking local grocery store, I don't even know who the fuck he is, bro. That's how he's a no name, and he whooped Munguia's ass, and they want to call Munguia a warrior and shit, man. Man, pick the warrior up off the floor, nigga. He got fucking mopped up, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Said Joe Parker and DDD turned around. Yeah, man. But you know, Joseph Parker, I like Joseph Parker, but that win over Wilder, I'ma just be biased and say, nah, Wilder's old. And that's a old past his prime Wilder. So he don't get too much credit, in my opinion, for beating a past his prime Wilder. Said we not Warriors, but when we ain't get up in that top rank 126 power, quit in 5 rounds. Like, bro, let's talk. Nigga, do you know they fired, nigga, the commission in Mexico fired dude who counted Munguia out? That just lets you know the type of shit in boxing. Like, they know what they're doing when it comes to like postponing the count and shit like that for certain guys. They know what they doing, man. Said they've been quitting a lot recently, this past couple years. Yeah, they've been quitting. And niggas been cowardly taking peds. Shit. Niggas taking peds and shit. All that, bro. And I swear I don't be trying to sound like no hater, but the way they be grabbing the microphone and talk about Mexican warriors and all this shit, we gotta talk about what's really going on. A lot of these niggas been quitting, a lot of them been juicing, you know what I'm saying? So what type of heart is that? What you gotta get a heart to black American fighters at this point. You definitely do. You gotta give a heart to you Eastern European fighters. We gotta take that title away from Mexican fighters being the toughest and the most, fearless fighters in the game. Nah, we gotta take that away from because a lot of them been juicing, a lot of them been quitting, a lot of them been losing to motherfucking guys that they ain't supposed to lose to. Like, let's be real. Yeah. Old dude said who that dude that beat Shakur in the Olympics, he quit like a motherfucker. Quit like a motherfucker. This is why, well, he got elbowed. Nigga, Wilder was getting elbowed, motherfucking punched in the back of the head, side of the head, nigga, with floppy gloves. Nigga, and niggas ain't saying he a warrior. He can't quit. He can't even fucking say, oh, I'm done. Niggas gonna start clowning dude. Devin Haney, instead of Devin Haney getting the Warrior Award for fighting a guy it's not my opinion. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. He fought a guy that was on PEDs and he went 12 rounds with him. And it was a close fight. But nah, niggas don't get the Warrior pass. Niggas don't get the Warrior pass. Said doesn't be surprised if history repeats itself. Haney, Sugar Ray, and Leonard and Ryan is Duran in a rematch. Ryan and team, they on some fuck shit, bro. They really on some fuck shit because they know they not gonna get no big fight for real, without fighting a motherfucker that's really gonna put belt to ass. And they gonna ask for drug testing. They know what's up. So they want a rematch with Haney on their terms. They want to basically cheat again. They want to be in a situation where they don't have to do random drug testing and all that. Nah, and I'm not with that shit. And Haney shouldn't be with that shit at all. It shouldn't be no 50 splits or none of that shit, bro. Haney got to sparring up. If they don't do shit on Haney's terms, move the fuck on. Simple as that. Simple as that. Because all that cheating and shit, nah, fuck all that. We ain't gonna give a nigga another opportunity to fucking cheat. Straight up. Fuck Ryan Garcia. He the crash out of the fucking year. Fucking goofy. Blamed his fucking failed ped test on the motherfucking the Illuminati. And niggas ain't never even called him out for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is weird. Niggas is weird. And I'm glad I do what I do because it makes me stand out. Because not too many people keeping it 100 and speaking on this goofy ass shit. Like, what the fuck? Well, real shit. Man, and Tyson Fury. Look at Tyson Fury looking sad as shit. Yeah, nigga, you lost. Yeah, no referee can save your ass this time. Nigga got his ass outboxed by what's his name? Usyk. And I fuck with Usyk. He did his fucking thing against Tyson Fury. Straight up. Oh, let me drop the link. Let me make this an open chat. Make this an open chat real quick. Send a link to my bro real quick. But yeah, man, hopefully 2025 come with some heat. For real, because I made a lot of money painting old school fights these years and old fights. I ain't make too much selling art for new fights because we didn't really have no like. Yeah, we had good fights, but we ain't had no blockbuster type fights. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't had no really blockbuster fights where it's like niggas is touching a million pay-per-view buys, you know what I'm saying? Or got the whole world turning. The biggest fight in boxing of 2024, unfortunately, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. See, I gotta hit the road, so I'm be tapped in on my other page. That's what's up, man. Just hit the like button, subscribe, let people know that we're on the channel live right now. But yeah, straight up, man, the biggest fight of the year was Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. That just lets you know what type of space where boxing is right now. You know, I don't mind that type of shit as long as the undercard got some solid boxing matches. Speaking of the undercard, Barrios, he down there got his ass killed on the goddamn undercard. Barrios is probably damaged goods. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I think he's damaged goods. Right now, I think pretty much anybody at the top three can whoop Barrios. He didn't got a kid, you know what I'm saying? He didn't got stopped a couple times, hurt a couple times, man. I honestly believe that right now he's just looking for the highest bidder to sell that belt to. Real shit. Real shit. I think he's just waiting for the right person to sell that belt to, because any of the top dudes will whoop him. Boots will whoop him. Staniosis will whoop him. Brian Norman will stop him straight up. But yeah, 2025, I'm willing to see some new shit in boxing, man. Hopefully, we get to see Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. Hopefully, we get 135 moving. But you know who I think is going to be the man next year? Honestly, in my opinion, I think that who's going to be the man next year is Keyshawn Davis. I was really sold on that event he had with his family. I was really sold on that shit. The way he had his family go out there and perform. Also had his sisters do the national anthem and all that. Genius. And they're really promoting the hell out this dude. Yeah, niggas been quitting a lot lately. But yeah, a lot of shit going on. Um, Javante Davis talking about the fight with him and Roach is canceled, but a lot of people's confirming that it's not canceled. The ticket's still on sale. Man, I don't know what's up with that shit. I just feel like eventually niggas gonna come out and say, "Oh man, what's up with that shit?" Like next year, are we gonna see Tank and them work with Al Heyman? Is Al Heyman gonna work with Turkey them? I mean, because I want to see some of these PPC guys on that on the Turkey card. Charlo talking about coming back. He's in the gym posting his bag work, and I'm like, damn, this guy still looks sharp. So I'm trying to see that for sure. Straight up. But a lot of shit going on, man. That February 22nd card, I'm ready for that shit. Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin. I don't see Shakur even really having troubles in that fight for real. For real. I think it's gonna be exciting because Kid Austin is athletic. It's gonna be exciting because Kid Austin is athletic, and it's gonna be funny to see Shakur Stevenson, a nigga jump on him, throwing some crazy ass shit. But I feel like he's just gonna pop shot his ass to a victory. Hopefully, Shakur Stevenson don't fuck his hand up in that fight because he can fuck around and lose that shit if he fuck his hand up. Bad. Shakur Stevenson better make this shit look like Kell Brook versus Sean Porter because that nigga's gonna be jumping on you. He gonna be jumping on him. One thing I don't like that Shakur's doing right now is telling the net what he gonna do. Oh, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Because once that nigga start talking about what he's gonna do, he end up not doing it in the ring. Shout out to my dude TD Sports Talk, the Bronx. Said what's good. Salute. Now we just sit here talking this boxing shit, man. Next year it's gonna be lit. Inshallah, Art Bet Apparel, we go sell triple of what we sold this year. Definitely. And we gonna get some good fights. I don't think Tyson Fury coming back. He might be done. I think Tyson Fury probably gonna crash out. He gonna be the crash out 2025. That type of shit fuck with your ego to lose back to back twice. And it's not like he got like stopped. You know what I'm saying? He got like outclassed. Like the nigga just flat out beat him. Like, you not fucking with me in the skills department, nigga. That shit got boxing fans all confused. They looking like Fury is the Wizard of Oz. Like they just fucking found out that it was a midget hiding behind some curtains or some shit. Pretended to be the Wiz. That's what the fuck they acting like with Tyson Fury. Like they acted so surprised that this nigga is not who they thought he was. That who they thought he was. You got Tim Bradley looking like a damn fool because Tim Bradley talking about some Tyson Fury, all-time great because he's just so big and he's so fluid and he throws a lot of punches. Nigga, he went in there with Usyk and damn near fucking died, nigga. In that first fight. Let's be real, nigga. Usyk was my bro. He had that nigga like Humpty Dumpty. Had that nigga like Humpty Dumpty, bro. And then when you want to call himself growing a beard, think he gonna do something. And everybody believe that shit. Said Tim was a clown. What's his name? Tim Bradley's a fucking clown for sure. He's tried his hardest to keep his job. You know, he's tried his hardest to keep his job. And you nigga, if the company go down, best believe you're gonna be the first one to go, Tim. So all that extra cooning you're doing, you better just chill out a little bit because people gonna look at you like, do we really want to sign this guy to our network? After him having like a bad, session with the crowd, the people don't really like Tim Bradley. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's really saving him is his ESPN Connect, his job. So if that shit don't work out, niggas ain't gonna try to go listen to him on YouTube talk some shit. Hell no. They ain't gonna listen to a Tim Bradley podcast. I ain't trying to hear that nigga rambling, talking about Ramirez. You don't even know the fucking name, bro. Like, man, that CTA no fucking joke. But Bradley, he got bills to pay like the next man. So I understand where he's coming from. But some folks, they look at what Bradley's saying, they get so upset. They get so mad. Like, oh my God, I can't believe he'll say that. When you start realizing that shit is all about the money, like people's agendas, They certain thing, say certain things. They move a certain way. It's all for the money. It's all for money, bro. Because when you start questioning the logic, it just never makes any sense. Like, how you gonna say Tyson Fury is an all time great, and then Usyk whoop his ass twice, and then you say Usyk ain't not an all time great, like it was a fluke, like it was some fluke or some shit. It was no fucking fluke, nigga. And what's up with this big old hype around Tyson Fury? Like, bro, Tyson Fury biggest win is an old Vladimir that he didn't even stop. He just fucking bounced around his old ass and won the fight on points. And then your next biggest win, or really, it really is your biggest win against Deontay Wilder, a guy who literally hopped off the fucking beer truck at 20 to start boxing. You know what I'm saying? To pay for fucking the medical bills for his child from the fucking country. And then you had to do some underhand shit to win the fight. So that's what makes him a all-time great? The fuck out of here, Tim Bradley. You sound fucking crazy. A dude said back box. He said the company that Bradley doing everything to keep the top ranked butter biscuits coming. So he go coon it up. Yeah, he go coon it up. He go coon it up. But I don't be getting mad for real over Tim Bradley comments because it's like Mr. Tim Bradley. Tim, he's hurt Bradley. Nigga, sometimes I be thinking to myself, like, bro, did CTE really affect you, bro? Because, nigga, we be watching the fight, and the fight be, you know what I'm saying, cool. The nigga throw a punch, and that shit barely hit a nigga. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Like, bro, chill out. Chill out. He's one of the reasons why niggas want a no commentary option when they watch fights. Said, would it be crazy if we Tyson Fury downfall and Wilder bounced back and became champion again? Boxing is crazy like that. Boxing is crazy like that. And Deontay Wilder, you know, here's my thing about Wilder. And here's my thing about history of boxing. There's been heavyweight boxers who's been knocked out and came back. There's been heavyweight boxers who got old and came back. And there's also been heavyweight boxers who's got seriously hurt, where they can't talk the same, you know? So it's up to Deontay Wilder. Whatever he wants to do, I'll support the brother. But as in my opinion, I feel like he should go ahead and get him a nice little tune-up fight in Alabama and call it a fucking day. Simple as that. That's what I think Wilder should do. Because as a father, I wouldn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, in a situation where my brain is not the same or I'm injured and I can't provide and protect my family. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So Wilder, I suggest you don't do that. Wilder got too much wear and tear on him. You can see it, bro. His fucking gait is it's just Wilder. It's just like I see the video of him running on the treadmill, and he looked like a nigga that's been injured and he's in rehab trying to come back. You know, he had his time, and his speech is different now. You just don't come back from that type of shit, bro. You don't. Wilder was blessed, and right now I feel like the blessing is starting to slow down a little bit. You done got what you God then gave you what you needed. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the power. You went out there and you overachieved. But now it's like You don't have nothing to prove no more, brother. Like, leave that shit alone. But it's not up to me. And it's not up to us. It's on Wilder. If he wants to go back and say, fuck it, I still got that fire in my eye, go ahead and let him do it. That's him. Straight up. Say I'm late. What up? AMTG. You know, I like that. I would put that. I would keep that AMTG art man great in the chat. Now we just chilling talking boxing, man. I like what is just got my head full of folks in here. We just talking real boxing because I can say what I want, and how I really feel it. I really fuck with a lot of these boxers, man, but I don't fuck with fans. I mean, can I keep 100 with y'all? I don't fuck with fans. Like, I fuck with y'all, but I don't fuck with fans. And the reason why I say that is because fans are so fickle, bro. 1 minute everybody was riding with Errol Spence Jr. I'm cool with Errol's motherfucking family on Facebook and shit. And I remember people blowing up his family, asking about could we get tickets to the fight, all that shit. Same niggas. Same niggas today clowning Errol because his performance against Bud Crawford, and they ain't rocking with him. Things is different now. And that's fucked up. And I feel like as a boxing fan, if you rocking with a fighter bad, you should be rocking with that nigga win, lose, or draw, or no contest. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like that undefeated shit is really like, it really means something. And look, and not only because niggas like to say, oh, well, Floyd Mayweather, he ruined boxing with the undefeated shit. Nigga, it's not even just Floyd Mayweather no more who's doing shit that ruined boxing or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with being undefeated. Like, duh, you can't get mad at a nigga for being undefeated. But that's just contagious because you got the young fighters and the casuals looking like, man, if you're not undefeated, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just him. And niggas try to get mad at me on Twitter because I said this. And this is my opinion. This is not a fact. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. But I feel like Gervonta Davis also is throwing something in there, and it has the fans acting a certain way. The KOs, the knockouts. Fans are looking at it like if you don't knock somebody out, that's not a respectable win. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, family. For certain fighters, if you're not getting a knockout, it's not a respectable win. Shakur Stevenson fought that dude that Frank Martin fought. I watched that fight. I like that fight. I'm like, damn, Shakur, he cold. He did his thing. Niggas talking about, oh, that nigga whack. I can't even remember a round that Shakur lost in that fight. But niggas talking about, oh, that fight was whack. He was whack. He ain't do shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So you can't just outpoint a nigga no more? You can't outclass a nigga no more? And they say, oh, Art, man, you tweaking. You just a tank hater for saying that. I'm like, nah, hear me out, family. I'm not hating. Boxing is showing me that it's moving in a certain direction, and it's not in the direction that I like at all. You gotta knock a nigga out. You supposed to be able to beat a nigga on pads. All that. Man, like, to this day, niggas is still trying to argue me down that it is Devin Haney's fault for losing to somebody on performance enhancing drugs. It is only him to blame. We can't blame performance enhancing drugs. You're just supposed to have skills. That's the direction boxing is going in. And then you got niggas like Benavidez talking about some nigga. I'm damn near. We about to pull out the fight if we can't get this nigga Morrell on the fucking drug testing. Ain't not a fucking word. Not a fucking word from boxing fans. Niggas ain't saying he's soft for asking for drug testing. Niggas ain't saying Benavidez, ooh, you a coward for wanting drug testing. You're supposed to just be skillful. Niggas ain't saying shit like that. And the fact that niggas is not even pointing that shit out lets me know that this fucking game is fucking rigged, bro. This shit is funny. It's real fickle. And the fans are ruining the fucking sport. They're ruining the fucking sport, man. For real, for real. Let's talk about it. Said Tank is scared to lose that. Oh, he wasn't chasing a threat yet. You know, Tank did everything he was supposed to do to be a successful boxer. But he didn't do everything he was supposed to do to become a legendary boxer. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Tank is a skillful fighter. He'll beat a nigga ass. I see him beating a lot of dudes at 135. What's the difference between just saying it and actually doing it? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like on paper, you say Mungia can beat dude he just last fought. But what happened when he stepped in the ring with him? He got cooked. And that's the point of boxing that I love. Like we could say whatever online, but nigga, they gotta go in the ring and they gotta make it happen. And sometimes shit don't go the way it planned. Shit don't go the way fans say it's gonna go. Simple as that. So that's why he's scared to take an L. So that's a lie. Tank fans love it. It went Tank life and death with Isaac Cruz. They called it a masterclass with one hand. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then after Rio, then outclassed dude made fucking Pitbull Cruz look like a fucking chump. And Tank going life and death with this nigga. Niggas want to pull out excuses. So hold on. You can see excuses with this nigga in his hand, but you don't see no excuses with drug tests, with niggas being on performance enhancing drugs. Weird shit, but it is what it is. So yeah, they fall in love with the knockouts. So I believe Ryan Manjusa since he left 135. He possibly could have. That's what happens when you take performance enhancing drugs. Now your whole career is in question. And you can't get mad if we question it because nigga, this is what you did. Said Loma would have beaten Tank in my opinion. Not at this point in their career. Hell no. I think Tank would have knocked that motherfucker out. I don't think Tank would have respected his power. He probably would have do something wild. Time Lomachenko. Put his ass to sleep. Pitbull's always trash. Nigga got beat with one hand. I'm saying, bro, but the fact that it was competitive, that's what made nigga. Bro, they made Pitbull Cruz into a celebrity. Like they calling this nigga mini Mike Tyson. Like, and Mike Tyson riding with this shit too. Like, man, stop it. Said Lion Guard Cheaters is his new name. Yeah, fuck dude. Fuck Ryan Garcia. Fuck them niggas who be trying to like defend Ryan Garcia like every day in my fucking comment section. Every day in my comment section. Well, I get Ryan cheated, but nigga ain't no but. Nigga, it's over. He cheated. No contest. What's up? We can do the rematch. Simple as that. This shit's over, in my opinion. The whole argument about the fight is over because it's like niggas had already said what y'all had to say. We said what we had to say. It came out that Ryan Garcia was on performance enhancing drugs. The fight was ruled a no contest. Ryan was suspended and he sued. He's getting sued right now. And that's that. Now it's about to be 2025. But every day, niggas is talking about Devin. When Devin fight? Who Devin fight? What Devin doing? Devin did this with his baby mama. Devin did that. Every day. Well, Devin in that Ryan Garcia fight. I don't think, bro, go on Twitter and just type in Osterade and you'll see like all these media guys in boxing. I don't think the Osterade did this. They post that shit down there every fucking day to get clicks. The shit is getting weird. But that lets me know Devin Haney's next fight, he gotta put on the show. He gotta put on the show. Yeah, I can speak for Dev online and chop it up and say, hey, Dev did his thing. You know, he fought a cheater and he did his thing. But now it's like once he fights, that's on him. He has to go out there and perform. He has to perform. He has to put on a master class performance. That's why I say Dev should get a tune up in. She gets a tune up in and stop the tune up. It don't matter. Now you in the realm of the casual's eye. So if I was Dev, I'll fight a tune up and knock his ass out. Get a highlight reel knockout. That's it. That's just what you just like. You gotta, bro. You gotta kill that ring rust and you gotta build your confidence up. Simple as that. Dev is in the eye of the public now. The people know Devin. Get a fucking tune up in and stop the tune up. Or totally outclass the tune up. Dev should fight Blair Cobbs. I'm saying press conference will be lit. It's a tune up. You don't even have to drop all the way down to 140. You can drop to 144 or some shit. Work your way down to 140. That's what I think. I think Dev should fight Blair Cobbs. If not Blair Cobbs, Richard Henderson. He said, really? You know what I'm saying? Dev, two options for Dev. He should either fight Richard Henderson or Blair Cobbs or AB. Don't fight Conor Ben. Don't get that pussy no attention. He don't deserve shit. He another cheater. He don't deserve shit. Conor Ben deserves to fight a motherfucking a nigga in a higher weight class. Conor Ben don't deserve shit. Fuck him. He said, I don't like the African fight first, fight back. You know, I understand. I do understand that. But I think Dev, even coming off a no contest, can beat Richard Henderson. Richard Henderson's not gonna try to throw no fucking left hook like Ryan Garcia. He gonna try to out jab. They just gonna be pawing at each other, trying to paw the jab. And if Dev try to get close, he gonna try to spam that right hand like he did against Paro. I don't think that fight will be what y'all think it will be. For real, for real. I feel like Hitchens will try to fight timid, and Dev will press the issue, and it's gonna go to the cards. This fuck around gonna be like 8-4, Dev. You said Dev should fight the winner of Ryo versus Russell. Said too much of a chess match. Africa got the momentum. And that's what I'm saying. You know, you know what I'm saying, my dude Rogers, we know this boxing shit. We know this boxing shit. I feel like it'll be like a chess, too much of a chess match. And I feel like for right now, nah, you might want to come back and get a banger in. But then again, you could snatch a belt real quick. Dev really got options. He really do got options, but they offering this nigga pay cuts. And niggas want to talk about they know they worth and all that shit. I get it. I totally get it. These niggas on these Saudi cars making money, and somehow these niggas want to offer you pennies. Come on now. He just spent half of the fucking purse that they offer him on his BM truck, like they say, right, on Twitter. I see that shit. A lot of people talk about it. Said this Mitch from Twitter, bro. Yeah, shout out to my dude Mitch. Hell, he said Haney versus Josh Taylor. Nigga, bro, where the fuck is Josh Taylor? But that's options. That's definitely options. Said it's a chess match until Dev turn up on defense and start countering Little Africa. Not as good as I thought. He's not. He's not. He was actually better back then. And the reason why I think he was better back then is because he was more comfortable at that weight at 140. But now he's to a point where he's getting older. Bro, I don't care what nobody say. Oh, his walk around weight is this and this and that, and he eats this. Nigga, it don't matter. Your body is going to reject that. It doesn't even matter, bro, if you eat and you got a nutritionist and all that. Because it's not about, it goes to a point where it's not about making the weight no more. It's about performing after you made the weight. You know what I'm saying? Me being 135 when I was 19 to 23, 24 is me being 135 at motherfucking 26, 27, 29, 30. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Your body's going to reject that because as a man, you're supposed to be getting, body's supposed to be fuller. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be able to see your fucking muscles, shit like that. Face supposed to be full. Niggas not supposed to be wearing motherfucking size 30 fucking jeans, size 29 jeans. You know what I mean? And I feel like Hitcherson, at this point in his career, that weight cut might be hard for him. And that's why he said it. I was listening to what he said about the Matias shit. He just flat out said he didn't want to fight Matias. He said he didn't want to fight Matias because he don't want to go against him on that fucking IBF rehydration clause. Fighting that nigga and you motherfucking you're fucking drained. That's the best way to get your fucking lights fucking punched out. Fight a nigga while you're drained. Straight up. Said Africa already a skinny guy. His cuts never look good. I'm saying your body will reject that shit. When you get older, it's not the same. Bro, me, myself, look, when I was like 23, 25, it was easy for me to drop down to like 140, 135. But as I got older, like 27, 28, 29, I do the same workouts that I was doing at 23. Same, because I got the same routine to cut weight. Same routine. It's not the same. It's not the same. Niggas might lose weight, but niggas ain't losing that weight like that. And what kills you the most be them last extra couple pounds coming down. I've heard. I ain't out here trying to do that shit. But I've heard from a lot of boxers, they said they don't even be like the losing the 10, 15 pounds. It be losing the last 2 pounds. That's why when these niggas be on the scales, majority of the time, they only off by like a couple points. You know what I'm saying? A pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. But now it's like it's different. So all that Matias hype went away along with Tim and Pitbull. I'm glad that the hype went down, but don't get it twisted. Matias is still a dangerous fighter. And Tio, he thinking he about to come capitalize off of Matias losing. All right. The thing about Paro, I watched that fight. The reason why Paro won that fight is because no matter what happened in that fight, he was still throwing punches. He's he continued throwing punches. Tio, he kind of has like this counter puncher type of style. You know, if he don't throw as many punches, he's gonna lose the fight. He might get his ass knocked the fuck out. He said he used to wrestle at 140 when I was in high school, and at least the last 5 pounds used to suck. Going to a school day and can't eat or drink none. Shit's real. I'm like, nigga, what? I couldn't do that boxing shit. I bet a nigga at the gym the other day. That nigga was bigger than me. He saw me hit the bag, and he asked me if I box too, and I was like, nah, I don't box. I just like training. You know what I'm saying? But they do call me the art man because I make the best boxing illustrations in the motherfucking game on artmanapparel.com. But yeah, I'm talking to dude. I'm like, okay, we just talk about boxing or whatever. He noticed I'm wearing the Floyd Mayweather Gotti hoodie or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm an illustrator. I paint the best merch out here, artmanapparel.com. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I box too, or whatever. I box at so and so gym, I'm motherfucking 7-0, So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. I said, what weight class you in? And I'm looking at dude like I'm thinking like, okay, this nigga at least about to say he like 154. You know what I'm saying? 160. This nigga said he fight at 135. I said, what? Nigga, what? I said, ooh. I just played along. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, bro. Shout out to you. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, some spooky times. This is why I'd rather paint the pictures instead of being in the ring with these niggas because they're niggas is tweaking. What? 135? Nigga built like Charlo. I'm like, nah, big Charlo. I'm like, nah, this nigga tweaking. It's getting spooky out here. For real, for real. I swear I'm not joking. Nigga said 135, bro. And this nigga's taller than me, bigger than me, nigga. I'm like, nah. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, if I was a boxer, I'll probably try to squeeze down to 140. You know what I'm saying? My walk around weight is like 160, 163. My highest is like 170, 175. But if I was really active training, I can squeeze down to 140, 154. But then I thought about it like, hell no. Nah. Because if my short ass try to squeeze down to them weight classes, nigga, it might be a way bigger motherfuckers trying to squeeze down to. Hell no. And I understand why guys be fighting at these lower weight classes because you don't want to be in a situation where you thinking that you cool, you know what I'm saying, you comfortable in this weight, but there's a big motherfucker in this weight class with you. Like, prime example, and I've been hurt people's feelings with this one. And it's just my opinion. It's not a fact, and you can say it's an excuse, and I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even try to argue. But the Andrade versus Benavidez fight. Let's talk about that. The Andrade versus Benavidez fight, because he mentioned it. Andre, he's talking like basically saying like, there was a situation where I hit and I seen it. He hit Benavidez with a double uppercut, like literally a double uppercut. When have you really seen that lately where a nigga throws a left and a fucking right uppercut and they both land? He said I threw a left and a right uppercut and I hit him with a five piece combination. And he just looked at me and smiled and kept on throwing his own punches. Look, I think, in my opinion, Andre really didn't lose that fight based off of skills. I really believe Andre lost that fight based off of size. Because what do you do when you're in a situation where you're fighting a guy who's bigger than you and he's just eating all your punches and he's walking you down and he's like abnormally big? You know what I'm saying? You might bulk up to 180, 190 on fight night, but his 190, 200 is different. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But niggas will argue and say, well, Floyd Mayweather, he was fighting bigger guys all the time. Well, nigga, like y'all say, everybody is not Floyd Mayweather. Y'all can't pick and choose when y'all say that shit. Y'all can't pick and choose when y'all say that shit for real. Because when niggas be like, oh, well, Floyd, you niggas, you're not Floyd Mayweather. You're not. You can't compare to Floyd. Nobody can compare Floyd. Well, stop comparing these niggas to Floyd Mayweather. These niggas is not outboxing these big muff. Floyd wasn't fighting no big ass Benavidez type of nigga, bro. Let's be real. He wasn't. He wasn't. That's different. That's way different. You said, how do you think Loma felt against Haney? Yeah, and then one can argue, well, maybe you shouldn't be in that weight class. One can argue, Andre, this is not your weight class. You're a 154 a champion and a 160 champion. Maybe you took a step too far. And that's where I can say, as a boxing fan, you're entitled to your opinion. And I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. But like that goes back to what I said earlier. When you get older, it's hard for you to make those weight classes. So niggas be kind of stuck in a situation where it's like, damn, do I move up or do I fucking drain myself in a weight class? But Loma, he lucky he ain't fight Haney at 140. He'd have got stopped. But that Loma versus Haney fight, that was based off of skill. That wasn't just size. That was based off of skill as well. That wasn't just size at all. Because Haney himself, he was drained in that fucking fight. Definitely drained in that fight. And he wasn't cracking like that in that fight. But he still affected Lomachenko. Said, which is why I think background how you spell his name gotta be Bud's hardest fight. And I think so too. I think so too. And I don't think Bud should take that fight. In all honesty. I think Bud is the best fighter in the world. But I feel like there comes a time and a place where you gotta realize like you either going for broke against the people that you need to, the person that you need to go against, or you just need to hang it up. Because Bud is older now. Maybe a Bud at 31, 29, 28 can whoop a nigga like Backroom with ease. But I feel like the Bud that we see now fighting against Backroom, even if Bud win that fight, it wouldn't be an easy fight, and he wouldn't come out the same, in my opinion. He'll definitely have some swelling, probably have an injury, and probably be forced to hang it up. Straight up. It's going to take a lot out of, that's what I'm saying. It will take a lot out of Bud. And that's not even the type of opponent you should even risk your fight of the life. You know what I'm saying? Your last one of your last final fights. You shouldn't even risk that against a type of dude like that. And I understand folks who say, "Ooh, our man, that sounds like some duck talk." Nigga, what y'all say about Canelo? Niggas earn and niggas deserve certain shit. Well, nigga, I don't think that Bachman deserves a fight with motherfucking Bud. And I don't think Bud should be motherfucking trying to fight, dude. I think he should be trying to fight Canelo Alvarez. If not fighting Canelo Alvarez, Spence rematch or Boots. That's how I see it. So that ain't duck talk for real shit, but only needs super fights right now. That's what I'm saying. You can't really say it's duck fights because he really do need a super fight right now. And I feel like him versus Canelo, it's a good fight. And I feel like Canelo acting like a pussy because it's like, nigga, why you acting like you can't fight this dude? Nigga, this is just motherfucking Bud. Bud is a bro. This nigga came all the way from like 135. Nigga, and you acting like you can't fight him? Canelo playing. Canelo definitely playing. If I was Canelo, I'd be all on this Bud fight. If I was Canelo, I'd be all on this Bud fight. What? You got a small. The people want me to fight a even smaller dude. Nigga, fight him. But you know what Canelo's thinking of? Canelo's thinking, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Yeah, I'm bigger than dude, but what if he comes from the same cloth as Mayweather? Yeah, Canelo's thinking about that. He's thinking about what if Bud's cut from the same cloth as Mayweather, where this nigga like he doesn't knock me out and he doesn't really hurt me, but he outclasses me where I can't land a fucking punch on him. What if I can't land a punch on him? What if his legs look excellent for this one fight, his last fight against me? What if he shows out and outclass me? And it shows that I didn't improve from that Floyd Mayweather fight. If anything, I'm still that same fighter. I feel like Canelo thinks of shit like that. And I like Canelo. But I feel like he thinks of shit like that. I feel like he thinks like, man, what if, what if? The what if part is what makes him hesitant about signing that deal to fight Crawford. Because what if this guy, I'm throwing my, you know what I'm saying, my no look left hook, you know what I'm saying, and Crawford just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta watch Crawford versus Spence again, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my dude Spence. But man, Crawford was fucking popping that jab out. He was literally popping the jab and parrying Errol Spence's shots. Like he'll and Errol Spence will throw his shit. And then pop the jab right back in his face, like on some old school boxing tip. I was like, yo, what if he's doing shit like that against Canelo? Canelo gonna be pissed, and the Mexican fans gonna be pissed, and the people, the other cultures who hate Black American fighters, they gonna be pissed too, straight up. And it don't even gotta be a race thing, but we already know. We already know what type of time niggas is on. But Canelo need to stop thinking like that. He needs to start thinking like, nigga, go in there and knock this nigga out. He calling you out. Do what Errol Spence did to Mikey Garcia, right? Right. The smaller guy calling you out. He jumps in your weight class and you beat him the fuck down. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what Spence did. Say if they didn't rob DG the first time, we wouldn't be going through this Canelo shit. Man, if they would have made Charlo versus Canelo after Canelo won those Triple G fights, we wouldn't be going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Charlo, he been too quiet. 168. Charlo that's at 160, bro. He was literally the mandatory for the winner of Triple G versus Canelo. And the WBC told that nigga to take a backseat, and he did. Nigga, sometimes you gotta let your nuts hang, nigga. Like, man, they gave Canelo the franchise belt and gave you the fucking belt. Like, nigga, what? You were the original quote unquote email champion. Like, bro, like, I don't get it. If I was a boxer, I probably would have got blackballed. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. They probably would have blackballed my ass. They would have had Art Band the Great motherfucking blackballed. They'd be blackballing the fuck out of my ass. Cause I'd be saying some shit. I'd be like, man, fuck all that. Fuck that franchise. As soon as niggas talk about franchise belt, I'd be like, nigga, I publicly would have said, nigga, fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Franchise belt. Matter of fact, fuck that belt. Fuck this belt. I ain't keep a shit. The next man can keep it. See how Tank tried to do that shit? But they said, Tank said, all right, fuck, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. But nah, real shit, niggas would have been like, I'd have been like, nah, fuck that franchise belt. They on some fuck shit. They trying to bend the rules for this nigga. They don't want me to fight. I'd have been posted, pulling up to every fucking fight, trying to hop in the fucking ring. And even if the Showtime's camera and all them don't try to put the camera out and have my own cameraman fucking record me, jump in the ring, and say, hey man, fuck that franchise belt, Canelo. What's up? Why the fuck he wasn't at Triple G versus Canelo fucking two? I'm talking about Charlo. Like, nigga, you supposed to jump in the ring. Like, what's up? So I never seen Bud box that smooth. I was watching that shit in awe. Imagine watching that shit in real time as a Spence fan, but you admire the sport of boxing. Because that's what the fuck I was doing. I was watching that shit and I was just like, I'm not a boxing expert, but the more boxing I've been watching, I see certain things. Like, you can really kind of tell how a fight will play out within like the first 3 rounds, really. For real, for real. And what I noticed in the very first round, which made me think, damn, it's gonna be a long night for my nigga Spence. When Errol Spence popped the jab out, and I just noticed how visibly slow it was compared to Bud's but fucking jab. Spence jab was like he was just throwing that motherfucker like, and it was just so like you can see it coming from a mile away. And Bud Crawford was just looking like, this is money. This is easy work. And I just looked at it and I said, oh fuck, it's gonna be a long night. And I'm literally watching that fight at my dad's barbershop. We got all the brothers there. You know what I'm saying? We watching the fight, smoking, and I'm just sitting back. I got real quiet because I was popping my shit about Spence winning this fight. But I'm just looking like, hold on, man. Nah. First round, I said, nah. Nah, Spence, this is not a good night. My dude Bud, he went in there and he did what he had to do, man. And here's my thing. I understand why it looked like that. Because Errol Spence, no tune-up gang. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being no tune-up gang. But you gotta talk about the side effects of no tune-up gang. Nigga, if you don't get no tune-up in, you gonna be rusty. This nigga, bro, this nigga gave Bud the opportunity to fight Avanesian. See where his hands at real quick. and then he upped the pressure up in training and went in there and just beat the crap out of you. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. But it's the bag. It's the bag. Allen was talking about a lot of paper to make this Errol Spence versus Bud fight. You know what I'm saying? Now make a nigga put himself together. For real. That paper will make a nigga put himself together. You know what I'm saying? Even if your rib is hurting, even if you struggling to make the weight. They talking about, and I seen it too. Picture Errol Spence on fight week running like, man. He had to get that bag though. Nigga got a little family, bro. Nigga, that money go a long way in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So he put himself together for that fight. But Bud, nigga, you don't go in there handicap against a nigga like Bud. Like what? You got to be at top of your game. Like Madrimov was at the top of his game fighting fucking Crawford, and that's why I look completely different from Errol Spence versus Crawford, and we know that Madrimov is not a better fighter than Errol Spence Jr. We know that that's not true, but in this point in their career, you could say otherwise because one guy's healthy and the other guy isn't. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You know what I mean? It's fucked up. And this is the consequences of the lifestyle that Errol Spence chose to live. You know, drinking, allegedly beefing with niggas and shit like that, going through the motions, letting all that money come to you. Bro, at one point in time, Errol Spence really went from a nigga that was just like fighting on them Spike TV ass motherfucking PBC joints. You know what I'm saying? Beating up Van Heerden to fucking wearing fucking suits, matching the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones know you, and you headlining the Cowboys. Like all that shit come to a nigga so fast, bro. And then you got your homie, he got the hit record. That's on me, hey, that's on me. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That song got all the designer on. You know what I'm saying? That shit was popping. And Errol Spence was popping at the time. Like, bro, that type of shit, that type of money, that paper, it come to your pockets, bro. Niggas start forgetting about them training camps. Niggas start forgetting that these cars, just because they go fast, that don't mean they motherfucking, just because they foreign and the digital dash light up and all that shit, that doesn't mean they will protect you if you driving fucking crazy. Not at all. Niggas be forgetting that shit. Straight up. And he put himself in a situation where it showed that he was on the spiral going downhill during the motherfucking uh Sean Porter fight. Nigga, Errol Spence won that fight on fucking sheer athleticism. Like, let's be real. Pre car accident athleticism. You know what I'm saying? And having the right timing at the last moment. Because if we being honest, if Errol Spence didn't get that motherfucking last knockdown, that shit would have been a motherfucking draw. Shit could have been argued as fucking draw. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, this nigga, you know what I'm saying, it's just terrible. Nah, great fight. One of the best fights I've seen in modern boxing. But we all know Errol Spence a couple fights before he started getting that paper, the fight wouldn't look like that. The fight would not look like that at all. He started going downhill when he started touching that paper, hanging out with fucking Yellow Beezy record popping. Nigga, it just happens to the best of us, young black men, when we get money fast. Even myself, I done did some stupid shit. I done did the same thing. Literally. Not saying I done got in a life altering car accident, but I've been in fucking Dallas in a nice foreign car. Yeah, my bad. I was saying, look, I said I've been in a situation like that myself, where I've been in Dallas, driving in a nice car, inebriated, you know what I'm saying, with a pocket full of money, doing some stupid shit, just driving extremely fast for no reason. I done got a lot of fucking tickets too, doing stupid shit like that. And I get it. But all that money went to Errol Spence real fast, man, and niggas start switching the training camps up, and he was even saying it. He said, man, after the training camps, all I wanted to do is just eat a lot of food, eat greasy food and just shit like that, and just party. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence, he half Jamaican, so he eating good. You know what I'm saying? He Jamaican and FBA, so he eating the motherfucking jerk chicken and the oxtails, and then turn around and eat the motherfucking collard greens and the motherfucking fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's Meanwhile, his fucking rival, he ain't out here partying with Mo fucking not Mo three, but Yellow BZ, uh uh partying with the fucking niggas out there in Dallas. And I've lived in fucking in Texas. I lived in the DFW area for a long time. And I understand that nightlife out there is pretty lit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hey man, I'm gonna holler at you. I gotta get out of here. ArtManApparel.com, best boxing merch in the game.